So diving into part one, I want to talk a little bit about what is social selling and really get into the mechanics of that. So social selling absolutely is not spammy promo DMs to strangers who have no interest. So here's an example of one. I actually got this morning. Somebody popped in, a total stranger, said, "Hey, Cami, I hope you're doing well. I like to be direct. We just helped an agency cross the 50K a month mark. Are you interested and open to discussing business growth? We can help you do the same." They asked me no questions about my business, my employment situation, my goals. This is just the worst. We've all gotten these, right? Like every single one of us. Absolutely no. So social selling, the way we do it, is about being an actual human being and creating a genuine connection in the DMs. And a lot of this genuine connection comes through asking questions. So here's an example where I'm chatting to somebody and I said, "Hey, look, the last time we chatted, you told me you were feeling burned out with your one-on-one clients. How's that been going? Are you still feeling burned out?" It's so, see the difference? Like, this is actual a human being who really cares about you and not just the spray and pray method of like, let's send 1,000 people this random script.
I love that it's like, hey, do you actually still like, is this still relevant to you? Like, are you still interested? Does it still need help? Versus just like, hello, I will get you 50,000 followers. Click here. You know what I mean?
I genuinely want, I'm like, who does that work for? Does it work? It must, because people do it, but I think it's awful. So the other thing that social selling is not, is it is not copy and paste scripts that everybody ignores. So this is a DM that I have received 6 of in the last week, all from different people. So, hey, thanks for the connection. I'm reaching out to say hi. I hate to be one of those people on Facebook who collects friends and never hears from them again. So let me reach out and say hi. Like, literally word for word, I have gotten 6 of these in a week. So we do not do this. We don't blast people with the same cheesy scripts over and over again that they know are scripts because they're getting them from everyone else too. So social selling is about being personal and getting curious and asking genuine questions. So another example of that is this lead was telling me that they need to figure out how to add a high ticket program without making their current students grumpy. And they shared some info about pricing with me. And so I'm saying, right, this is high touch group coaching, but it's self-study prices. This is really normal. And how many students do you have? Like, I genuinely, before I launch into telling this lead how I can like help him with his business, like, I want to know more about that business. Like, what is he offering? How many people is he offering it to? I genuinely care about the problems he's experiencing right now. So we can have a chat about whether or not we're a good fit. So this is the big, big difference. And like we've mentioned before, we don't use any tricky messenger bots and we don't use any automations. Those seem like a good idea, but they can get really clunky and really awkward really fast. People can smell them a mile away. So instead, social selling, the way we do things, is all about talking to a real live human being. Before I was on the team, that was Mariah. Mariah did all of our social sales. Now it's me. And so for you and your business, it might be you, it might be a team member, but we want a real human there who can help your clients kind of parse all the nuances of applying and enrolling in your program, because everybody's situation is unique and everyone's situation is different. So there are a lot of things to love about this approach, but really big picture, your clients are absolutely going to love and thank you for the high-end concierge vibes. They're going to feel so taken care of in these DMs. They are going to love the ability to talk to a real human, while everybody else is out there trying to automate and outsource. You're going deep and you're getting personal. And that is so hard to copy and it's so hard to replicate. It's really magic. And they're going to love the ease and convenience and also the accessibility of being able to get their questions answered asynchronously with text and with voice memos. The Zoom fatigue these days is absolutely real. Like, who wants to hop on another hour-long call? I definitely don't. And so the ability to chat back and forth in text and voice memos is just such a game changer.
Yeah, it's a no at all costs, no Zooms. And I love, this is what high-end clients are looking for. They want a custom experience. They want to talk to a person. They want a concierge experience, but they don't want to be bothered by getting on a giant call because they're busy. So this is where we find the line between the perfect blend of concierge experience, feels super taken care of, feels super cared for and valued, like they're being, whisked away in their limousine, like it's perfect, but we're not like forcing them to get more busy in their schedule or anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Convenience is so, so huge for your high-end clients. And this whole experience that your potential clients have with you in the DMs is a reflection of the experience they'll have working with you. So it's your chance to create an amazing first impression, to really connect with people and to really make them feel taken care of. So how you show up in the DMs is how you will show up in your program. So if you're inattentive, if you're not responsive, if you get grumpy in the DMs where you're like, oh, this person has too many questions, just read the sales page, like that's a reflection of what it's like to work with you at a deeper level. So we really want to make sure you're bringing your very best, most enthusiastic, generous, curious energy to those DM conversations so that that sales experience is elegant and high touch and really a reflection of what it's like to work with you and your team. And so that's your client's end of things. That's what they're going to love about the process. But it's also great for you as well, right? So you are going to absolutely love being able to DM people from the couch, from your comfy clothes, close sales really like in the pockets of your day. So for example, for me, the other week, I had a vet appointment for my horse and I had to be there and I was DMing and closing sales while the vet was checking out my horse. And for you, that might be your kids, you're like in the doctor's waiting room, taking your kids to the doctor or whatever it is, but you can fit sales into those little pockets of your day. And you don't have those scheduling issues. You have a clear open calendar so you can actually serve your clients, show up. And also that bigger picture business planning just needs more white space in your day, in your calendar, and calls really knock that out. So we're going to have a nice free calendar and you get to close sales calls with like a quick text or a voice memo in 60 seconds instead of 60 minutes on some super stressful call. So this is an example of just one of our clients who was saying, like, to be honest, this DM strategy is killer. And it's helped her level up how she's shown up in the online space as a whole. Because like we were saying, how you show up in the DMs is how you show up in your program, is how you show up in your marketing, and so much more. And really important to remember, Mariah mentioned this earlier, but social selling is one piece of the 5-part strategy that we're going to be talking about on the VIP day tomorrow. So replacing sales calls in your business is not just about saying, right, I'm going to shut down my acuity, I'm going to clear my calendar, and I am only talking to people in the DMs from now on in. The DMs are really important, but they're one piece of the bigger puzzle, and you need all those 5 pieces to work together.